As a talented actor on the rise in Hollywood, he had found success on the small screen with The Descendants movies on Disney, and he worked with actors like Adam Sandler and Kiefer Sutherland on the big screen. But Cameron passed away unexpectedly last year. The 20-year-old's legacy included a foundation in his name and a movie called Runt. It follows his character who's bullied in school. It shows how it affects him. Here is a look at Runt.
Because he told us that he's going to turn us in and that we might not get to play next week.
Because he saw you cheating.
Oh, yeah? Then why didn't he rip yours up, huh?
Because I wasn't cheating? All right, enough! Hey, man, give the bike back, dude!
Hey, relax, man.
I'm just trying to talk to you.
Joining us this morning, Victor and Libby Boyce, Cameron's parents. Welcome to both of you. Thank you so much for being here. Our condolences go out to the tragic loss of your son. It's been many months, but as a parent, I can understand that it is a feeling, an emptiness you will never fully overcome. So thank you for being here. And I know you're here because you want to spread his message and carry on his legacy. So we appreciate it. So the movie is coming out. This was his last film. And it's an important film because this is tied to the social media campaign that Cameron had actually started. And it's about things like bullying and gun violence and making sure that kids don't go down a wrong path. Wielding Peace. Talk a little bit about that.
So Wielding Peace is something, as you mentioned, that he started before he passed. And the idea really is what we young people can do to reduce gun violence, to reduce negativity, to give people creative outlets in terms of having alternatives to violence and negativity. It was something that was very, very close to his heart. And the movie Runt, his character Cal is somebody who is bullied. And the Cameron Boyce Foundation, which we established after Cameron passed away, is partnering with the producers of Runt because the character that he played was a kid that's really the target of the Wielding Peace campaign. It's kids who don't have guidance, who don't have support from family, who don't have role models. They need some kind of outlet, whether that be finding a role model or whether that be painting or photography or something that gives them an opportunity to express themselves.
You've seen the movie. What's it like just watching these clips of your son, knowing that this was his last project, and what a project it is, because it's really going to leave behind a big impact for the younger generation?
Well, this movie, I think, for Cameron is a legacy project because it's so different from, you know, what he was doing previously with Disney and lightheartedness. This is something that was much more substantial, much more close to his heart as far as realism, deepness, profound thinking. And when he was rehearsing for this role, he really got into it to the point where he wouldn't even speak to us.
Wow.
Yeah, because he had to be in this dark place that was something completely outside of his normal acting realm.
Wow.
So it was very deep. It was kind of hard for us because he was like, we didn't know him at the time. He was not going to be distracted from his mission to really do well in this role.
He took it very seriously.
He really did, and it was interesting to watch because I'd never seen him like that.
And especially with me, because in the film he has a very difficult relationship with his mother, and so
it was weird.
We were a very close family, so not really having that relationship with him for a couple of months while he filmed was hard. But we understood, and he took it very seriously, and it was a responsibility that he really wanted to be able to tell this story in an authentic way.
For those who are not familiar with what happened to Cameron, and you know, it's fascinating to me, after his passing, you talk about how so many people have reached out to you saying, you know, after his death, it raised awareness as to what epilepsy is and how something like this can come about. Can you just fill the viewers in on what exactly happened? And, you know, the goal, of course, is to raise awareness and to fund research so something like this doesn't happen to others.
Correct. Cameron got epilepsy. He had his first seizure at 16, and when he had his second seizure a year later is when he was deemed as having epilepsy. He was given medicine, they did a few tests, he was sent on his way. He had a total of 5 seizures in his life. The 5th one is where he died of something called sudden unexpected death in epilepsy. We knew nothing about this. We did not have a lot of awareness, education around if you're epileptic, here's the kinds of things you need to look out for. You know, get sleep, be on a sleep schedule, all these things. Nobody had talked about any of that with us, and certainly didn't tell us this is something he could die from. So we feel like we were cheated, and like we didn't have enough information. We weren't armed with information that we could help our son with. So we had established the Cameron Boyce Foundation a couple days after he died. We take it very seriously and are very motivated to get awareness out there, to bring epilepsy out into the light, because no one talks about it, yet it's a very common disease.
Yes, and it truly is. And I do want to say that he was so known for all the charitable work he did. He was very giving of his time. He understood the position he had, right, Victor?
He really
the
did.
fact that he has this position now and he wants to utilize it and help others.
He really did. He would never turn down a charitable event. He was involved with the home walk and homelessness since he was little. He would do any kind of hospital visit. He spent a lot of time in children's hospitals, especially. As long as they wanted him to stay, he would stay. Like the staff would say, "Oh, you can go now." He'd say, "Nope, nope, I'm going to hit every room." And he would.
And he, off camera, was his best, you know, the moments that he really enjoyed with the kids.
Yeah, he didn't do it to be like, look at me.
Right.
He did it because
he
it was
did it
really,
for the right reasons.
He really did.
You raised a humble young man who touched so many people's lives and continues to touch people's lives through the work you will carry on to do. So thank you so much. Really, really means a lot that you came. And I know it's bittersweet. It's tough. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Runt makes its premiere at the Mammoth Film Festival Saturday, February 29th. For more information, we encourage you to check out Cameron's Foundation. Go to